Morning, sir.
Good morning, son. It was really nice to have you over at the house with your family to meet your sister. Great time. Good times.
I've met my sister before.
Yeah, a couple of times, but it's getting less and less relevant, you know. This is the first time I've seen her since what, September, when she was here?
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost a year. Yeah.
And many years before that.
Many before that? What's up?
Well, last time I was in Moab.
Moab.
Yeah, it's the last time I saw her. So
So that's cool, yeah.
yeah, he's
Well,
good.
that's nice.
Yeah.
I did take some pictures. I couldn't post them because your wife's foot was in all of them.
It happens.
Yeah, I know.
So, what's new with you?
Not much. Not much. I'm trying to get to the point where we can, okay, now we're rolling it out in the street.
Yep. I had somebody post on one of the forums I was on about this fan controller thing. You know, for the electric fans. Right. And the last time I posted was like, it's not on the road yet, but when it is, I'll give you an update, right? And it was like 6 months ago.
There you go.
The guy's like, well, I'm like, yep, still not on the road. So yes, we need to get it on the road. For sure.
No, I'll make a public announcement.
Uh-oh.
I will make a public announcement.
What's that?
Can you read that?
Advanced medical directives.
Right.
Yes.
Please, take care of your business. My brother in Vermont went into the hospital 2 weeks ago. His wife died 6 months ago. My other brother in Minnesota is now in the hospital. And both of them end up with this kind of a problem. Can you go to a nursing home? Can you do this? Can you do that? Have it ahead of time.
Yep.
Just from one person to another. Do it. Saves a lot of crap later.
Okay. Well, that cheery note.
Well, I mean,
I know, but
I brought it for you. So you can pick this home you're sending me to.
Well, we got that shed in the back.
Yeah, you want one with TV, Pops, or you want one without TV? Old soccer games from 1920, maybe, huh?
That could be. All right.
All right.
So you ready to get to work?
Yes, I am.
All right, so hopefully we can finish this door today. At least the windows, get one window in, that would be nice. Probably not going to attack the speakers today, but get the window in?
Yeah, at least.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So first order of business, we need to get the old window tracks and get them cleaned up because they are filthy. Oh, it's not that bad, actually. The other one's pretty bad. So we're going to get those going. We got a bin of super clean over here and some toothbrushes. So we're going to get those in there and get those cleaned up. First order of business.
Okay.
All right. So just show you what we're up to. So we got the super clean here, toothbrush, and you can get an idea of the state of these things. They're not terrible. This one's the worst. And then there's the little bar in here. It's got a lot of crud in it down there. So I just wanted to give you a look at what we're up to and show you the after when we're done. So we're just doing the driver's side right now. So these are all the parts we need. Everything else in the door frame is new. All the new hardware we have for the stops and everything, that's all new. So basically those cracks are the only thing we need to clean. Okay, here we go. So these cleaned up pretty nicely. I didn't go for perfection on these because it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get the gunk off of them. So just, did it with the toothbrush there and then hit it with some purple Scotch-Brite just to get the gunk off the outside that was sticky. So there we go. Those are all done. So the next conversation that we had earlier, go ahead, was the window track grease. The instructions, do I have the instructions? The instructions here with the power window kit says, do not use white lithium grease. Lithium will not stay in a constant consistency. So I was trying to do some research on this. I talked to Tom Noble. He suggested the white lithium grease. I did a little bit of research on it, and from what I can gather, this stuff will gum up over time, but it takes like decades. So I'm not going to worry about that. And the alternative of putting axle grease, no. I do not want my car smelling of axle grease. So that is one of the most putrid smells in my mind do not want that in there. And when I was looking for the reviews on this, people were like, yeah, I used axle grease, and then on a hot day, my car smells like axle grease. Like,
Worse than that, axle in Swedish, a shoulder.
oh, I can't even see it. You're all bloated out there. So you're saying it smells like a shoulder?
No, the word axle in Swedish means shoulder.
Right, so shoulder grease.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No, definitely not. All right, so that's done. So we are going to reinstall the tracks with the lithium grease. We'll get going.
Yay!
Alrighty, so first guy here, this one, which goes in this slot right here, and there's a roller. You can see it here. That one, that fits inside that slot. So we will goop this up with some lithium and get that thing in there, hopefully.
I could be your assistant gooper.
You want to goop?
Sure. That way you don't have to get messy.
All right.
Leave the mess to me.
Don't put too much goop on there, but
You
enough.
want that in the slide now, right?
Yeah.
Where the wheel's gonna be.
Yeah. I don't think you need a lot.
Well, the wheel will push it, right?
Yeah.
Should be enough.
Let's see what you got. Probably. Let's see. So it's going to go like that. Okay. In the slot. There, like so. There's the mark where the thing was before, so I'll just stick that in that spot for now. Don't cut yourself there. Hung up there, but hopefully you can get that in there. Alright, and you can find our ratchet so we can tighten that down.
Sure. So about a quarter.
I think it's 7/16 it looks
What's
like.
your kneecap? Knee.
Alright, so once we started looking at it, we realized we'd forgotten this piece, which was still in the door from where we were test fitting last time, so I had to take this apart and clean it up. Look how nice that came out. So I do not have replacement felts for this, but this thing looks pretty immaculate. So I don't think I have to worry about it. So get Pops to goop it up and stick it in there. Like so. And then this guy has to feed down the top here. So I'm going to go behind all the wires here. Or should I go, no, I'll go the other side of the wires? Pinch them the other way. So,
You gonna hold it?
I got it. Should be good. And we're curious on these bolts because they're not threaded all the way down, and I'm not sure there's going to be enough meat to tighten these things all the way. I guess we'll find out.
Derek, I would make sure that the last bolt is on top, in case there is a problem. Hook it up
The last
Really?
bolt
Huh?
on top? What do you mean?
up there, the fourth bolt.
Fourth? There's only three.
I thought you said it was four.
No. There's four brackets. There's only three bolts.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So all three of those bolts are similar, they're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, this one, that's as far as it wants to tighten.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, that's a good place to have it, in case you're gonna replace it later, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You can just lift up the board there, instead of going all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I got you. So this one, I think, is the one that the threads really don't go down very far. So keep that one out of the way for now. Sticky. Where's the ratchet? these up where the old marks were, just approximately. Like so. Okay, next.
So this wheel does not go into that runner?
No.
Why did you
The
go-
windows themselves have rollers in them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This next,
No, the other one.
this one,
Yep.
goop it.
Yep.
Kind of gooping specialist.
And we're gonna find ourselves short on bolts here. Wait, what am I missing? I only have 2 bolts here. I thought we counted them up. We had them all. Now suddenly I only have 2.
I thought it was 4 originally, but they're the same.
And we're down a bolt here somewhere. Huh. Okay. So. This one goes in the back.
Before we stop it there.
Pops has got to take his pictures for Facebook.
That's right. Thank you. Look at this, art meets beast right there.
Art meets beast. That's nice. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to work down here either. Stick it there for now.
Want to push it away?
I'm going to find some more bolts like this. That's going to bottom out on that one there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. That one works down there.
Okay, cool.
So it seems. Put that one down there. Where's the ratchet?
Lost it again.
I did. Okay, so gotta find another bolt. Okay, so we're gonna go on a hunt for another bolt. It's the first time we've unwrapped the windows. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm so glad I opted for the smoke colored ones. Very nice. That's gonna look so sharp on the car. All right, so now we've got all the hardware we got to assemble here. All right, so we have a hardware kit here. There's a part number on this anywhere, I don't know. This thing. W033 maybe? So this is all of the hardware for the window. And of course you're going to need something like this, a tool like this, to do the nuts. The nuts have this weird setup on them. So I'm trying to look at the teensy weensy teensy little diagram that came with this thing to make any sense of where all this stuff goes. So I think I've got some sense of these guys right here. You've got the nut and then the plastic washer comes through here. And one of these washers, they don't say which side is up or down, so I'm assuming it doesn't matter. And the nut goes on there. These are really stiff, so it'll take some work here, but I'm just gonna leave that there for now, tighten them up later. Then it looks like the other side of the door, same thing. So, all right, here, I believe is the same setup. Goes there. So, not really sure what these do. Doesn't seem to do anything. Why are they there? I don't know. So you have this roller here goes at the back. Here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, this is backwards. Sorry. I'll get this right one of these days. This doesn't go here. The picture that they have is for the passenger side, so it makes everything a little confusing. So this thing goes here, ultimately. So you got a roller there, and then we have this roller, which is going to go on the back here somewhere. Here, I believe. So then what is the point of these things? What do they do? I don't know what these are for. But whatever. Alright, so this guy, you have this thing goes on there like that, I believe. And that hole. And that's got it's threaded. So one of these assemblies on the back. That, and you have these little plastic plugs. Let's go in these holes here, I believe. That goes there. Now we're moving towards the back. Now we have this guy. There's this black rubber washer. We got to figure out where this goes to. I think it might go behind this one. This thing's a keyed washer here. That must go there. That must go there. These setups. And so for this guy, we've got our little tool. This is a 7/8. And the bolt on the other side is a 7/16. Not really sure how tight these are supposed to be, so I'm not going to go crazy. Voila. And then these guys. Not sure how you're supposed to hold this down. All right. And as I thought about this a little bit, of course, this makes sense. This is where the track, the last piece goes.
This guy.
This guy. I don't know exactly which way this goes. Got to figure that out. Probably goes this way. Be my guess, but I need to look that up. There's no picture of that in the diagram. And that's it. Oh, and then these little plastic things, we gotta, these guys, smash those in the last two holes. Yeah, just remembered to put this guy in there before we forget. It'll be just harder to reach those screws down there at the bottom. So we'll put that one bracket on the regulator here and we're ready to go. And I was trying to remember how all this stuff goes together, and what did I do? I go to YouTube and I find Russ, because Russ has all this stuff. And Russ specifically made a point of saying, this thing goes to the back of the window. So, thank you, Russ. You saved me again. All right, so put this track on here. Again, like that facing the back. Yes. And then lowered the window down to get those holes accessible in those two places there. And we'll try and drop the window in. All right, wish me luck. Oh, we gotta tap in those little plastic plugs still.
Okay, now when you lift it over, you want me to hold it so you can line them up at the bottom, or do what you gotta
I'm
do?
not really sure. I'm
All
just
right,
gonna go
let
for
me
it,
know.
see where we end up. If I can get these things in the tracks, I'm off to a good start. So maybe putting that thing in first wasn't such a good idea. So we're gonna,
Yeah.
that one I can get. This front one's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Easy on the glass. Almost got it. The plastic clip, whatever you call it.
Okay, you got the back?
Yeah. Got it?
Get that in there.
Right to glass there.
It's gonna come back.
Huh?
Just hold the back. You got it?
Pull it back up?
No, just hold it.
Yeah.
Just don't let it go. Whatever you do. Get that thing to move would help. I can't see the track. I think it needs to go forward.
Right. Roll it up, put that far out of it. Got that one in?
I don't know. Can't see where the track is.
Almost there. 8:34. Got it.
Okay, cut this off for a minute. All right, so once we got that to slide into place, then it was getting the track to line up with those things in the window, as you see here. Now we just got to get the nuts on there. Well, what do you think?
I like it. I mean, every piece makes it look more like a complete car. I mean, before it was a car with paint on it. That's a car with a window in it.
Yeah. So,
Insulation and top down here, and pretty soon, damn, we can drive it. We even have lights on the instrument panel.
yeah, look at that inside there. So I don't know if you can see this in the video here, but the top of this glass, like it looks like it's busted and chipped along here. It's not. Just that top edge has got this kind of, I don't know if you can see it right here.
I
Kind of
think they
weird.
laminate the smoke screen, and this is like an air bubble underneath that screen, I think. Either that or the previous layer, you know, when they laminate to the windshield for
I don't know.
protection.
I don't like it. But like I said, you can't feel it. It's kind of weird.
Hopefully it'll be hidden well in this groove here.
Yeah, should be all right. All right, so the only thing we weren't real sure about is the new hardware we got for this came with two different styles of these. The old ones are all the same. All three were the same, so figured there was one outlier, so we put that one in the middle. Is that the right idea? I don't know. And I don't know how tight these things are supposed to be. Like this one's not making contact back here in its current position, but that one is. So these are as far back as they can go, though. So, anywho, that's it, and we have power windows. That's not what that sound is. Kind of raunchy. But there we go. We got power windows. That's exciting. All right, so next is basically putting all the weather stripping and stuff in there, and then we can wrap this thing up. All we gotta do is put the speaker in.
And the two high stoppers.
Yeah,
You have to order.
Yeah, I thought I had these new ones, but I don't. Not really sure it matters, but I can't find all the old ones either, so either way. So probably order a new set of those, and it'll be good to go. All right, well, Pop's headed out on his way. So just wrapping up down here. Pick it up next time. We have all of the weather stripping and stuff for this. One question I did have for you guys, the piece that goes across the top here, I have that one from the car where we took it off. Is that glued in? It looked like, I think it maybe had some weather stripping or something, like some 1/16 weather stripping or something. If anybody knows what's supposed to go there in these areas here, or a video that points that stuff out, let me know, please. I do have to order the pieces that go here that hold the weather stripping. I have the trim pieces, but not the piece that holds the weather stripping, so I'll order that. But anyway, if you saw anything here that looked funky or whatever, let me know. I can see myself in the glass. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.